Actually, believe yourself, everything is going well. This is Deus. This is another entry in my gaming diary, chronicling my life and times as a gamer on Rounding Off Infinity, my gaming channel on YouTube. So, gonna do a little bit of admin tonight. So, I've been messing around with Shadowplay, which works a bit differently than shooting locally from the Elgato HD60. So, for some reason, I had problems today with the Elgato HD60 streaming this game from my PC. I don't know if it's because feasibly, I don't know. Should be feasible for me to saturate the pipe just because of the game that I'm playing, so I actually think this thing might be working. So a couple of nuances. For some reason, I am messing around with the voice modulator since I'm going through my Sound Blaster 5.1 mixer. Thought it would be cool to mess around with it and see what comes out. So I apologize if you just got a bunch of feedback. Did my test. But when I look at the control dashboard, it shows up as if I'm not streaming. It doesn't tell me that the stream is live. But I guess I do get a status indicator on Shadowplay itself. So I guess I will have to take that. I think I can keep an eye on the chat. We're just on the page as a viewer, so I'm hoping that is the case. So, since this looks like I'm up and running, I'm going to go ahead and tweet this out. That works. I only going to stream for about 20 minutes because I need to be, I'm supposed to be live on our weekly show covering Luke Cage here in about 17 minutes. I'm probably going to run a bit late. Probably have a good feel for what my audio mix sounds like tonight. Okay, cool. So, looks like I can keep an eye on the chat. So I will try and do all the standard things that I normally do. One thing that is cool about running Shadowplay is I can actually keep an eye on my webcam. So that's a big help. So yes, I have been playing this game on the PlayStation 4 before, so I do have to get the campaign started there.
Now look at it.
but I have been wanting to check this out on PC.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
So I'm not sure if I have graphics tuned exactly the way I want them. I ran benchmarks earlier today and came up right around 30 frames per second.
What you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir.
So the game definitely looks a heck of a lot better on PC than it does on PS4.
Because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up,
I actually also wanted to play this
we
with
got a
my
sandstorm barreling down our ass, and we can't afford to make mistakes.
Chrome,
We're going after this man, an arms dealer
whatever
named
the
Shepard.
Razer gamepad
His
is.
ex-Bell Tower.
But just got super pressed for time. It's gonna look me a lot of time getting this rigged.
And he's come out of
Earlier today, I spent a lot of time trying to get my Elgato HD60 to work with this.
and military-grade augments to terrorists.
And like I said, I just ran into some weird
This
problems.
is Iran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get him tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts their party. Is Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo,
Things got gruesome real fast. And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So everybody settle down for the night and I
Sing's
won't
meeting
get
Shepard on the
interrupted.
ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels. To
So let's run down the streaming and recording rig tonight since it's a bit different.
And make the arrest. Jensen,
So for my audio commentary, I'm using the AD-L58, which is an XLR mic. So I've got that running over to a preamp and phantom power power
I want
supply.
you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
And then I'm running that into the Sound Blaster X5 5.1
I'd recommend taking a little hardware.
breakout audio box.
We've got a UC in there. Might be easier to maintain his cover if he's not the only one still breathing when this is done.
Smart thinking.
yeah, but if anything does happen to him, you'll be telling his wife. After you get out of the hospital, of course.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last
So one thing
minute.
that's definitely
So
way
we're
noticeable
scrambling
on
a
this in comparison to the
When it comes
PS4 is the
it,
lighting.
Number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
It's way more detailed than you see on the PlayStation 4.
Gentlemen, approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
So yeah, that's right for audio commentary. For the webcam, I'm using an Austin 1080p
Task Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage
webcam. The only thing about this is I didn't realize until after I bought it. I've actually been using it for several months. And downloaded drivers and installed them on every machine that I use it on. That it actually does not have autofocus; it just has manual focus. So when the camera portal is pretty small that I'm viewing, it's not a big deal. But it really presents itself as a problem. I try and use it for podcasts. So game audio is coming into my ear over a pair of Sony MDRV 700. So I've had these for years, and they were the first kind of pair of studio monitors that I used when I started doing audio production. So I have held on to them, even though I've upgraded headphones several times. Alright.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Blast it. I didn't mean to do that. This is the only weapon that I have. Strike without 4, so I have gone in here and configured the keypad to my personal liking. Like I said, I do really want to actually play this with the game controller pad. I think I've got the basic paradigm of how this plays, so it won't be too clunky. So what's interesting is, so in that lower left-hand corner is where you can figure different powers and whatnot to your controls, and I thought that I was thinking that setup would be on a per game basis, but turns out it is not. So I've configured it once before, and it is still persistent even though I've restarted the campaign.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. Gonna have to hack keypads.
Should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
So the very first time I played it on PS4, I had a heck of a time negotiating the character through that hole on a gamepad. Oh, it's still disabled. Am I not using the right power? I don't really notice this thing. I thought there was an electrical charge that I was giving off. Is it that? Blasted. I may have botched that up. Certainly, hopefully they've given you a different way to get in here. If you can't do things the easy way. And of course, there we go. Power is back. And I obviously don't want to go that way. What's that? Apparently I still have to hack it. Still really haven't perfectly figured out exactly how this works.
Anomaly detected.
Oh no.
Trace program initiated.
Come on.
Access granted.
Really gotta figure out the mechanics of that a little better. My one problem is so I have my
Damn squatters. I think that was the last one.
احنا ما بدنا احد ثاني يحط هذه العملية في خطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الأسلحة.
I'll do another sweep in the area, just to make sure.
علمني إذا أي شيء يصير.
So I think now that I'm using non-lethal force, you can actually see how his hair is blowing in the wind. Go to sleep, baby. Sleepy weepy. So I actually had to turn down the DPI on this mouse a little bit to get the game to feel comfortable for me. I'm not even sure what this is.
غلط بالمكان هذا.
Eastern Time Tech T3 gaming mouse. Now, so here are two key things that I forgot when I configured, so I know. So there's a way to access. Okay, so takedown plus 4, that's good to know. So way to access like augmented vision. Is that what this is? Smart vision, yeah. It is actually not assigned. Say assign it and assign it to. I'm not sure if that's what I want. Yeah, I just want. That on F1. That on F2. That on F3. The light silencer's on F4. Okay. So now what I should know is if I want to access my vision, just got it. actually hit him. I got the one guy. There we go. Yeah, I'm not worried about dragon bodies, it's just a centric point. Oh, let me bring a beer. Another hat. Let's see if I have this convention down any better.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
No, hello. There we go. Blasted.
Access denied.
Alright, so I guess I'll get another try at it, right? Maybe not. So once you trigger lockdown, you can get to it. I bet there's another way in.
Jensen, Mac, listen up.
Yeah, but this game is pretty much slick and beautiful. It's a great fall release, so this should definitely keep me pretty busy.
Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
And while I'm getting disappointed that the Elgato HD60, well, really, I should say the HD60 is this HP. This is HP 410 slimline desktop that just seems to. Just go.
العملية دي كانت فكرة منيلة بنيزة. بكره العواصف.
You need to check and see what do I have. Inventory menu. Management is Y. Inventory wheel. So I think what I need to bring up. Three different kinds of grenades.
مفيش حاجة.
Well, that's good to know that he's going to continue walking and wandering around even after we hit him. Yeah, the body manipulation effect in this game is pretty awesome. Alright, so we've got some time to make some decisions on infiltration here. Regain energy. So yeah, I mean, I like how the graphics on the gun in hand here, the tranquilizer rifle, look really sharp, really highlight the effects in the game, and also the eye candy that you get with two GTX 1070s running in SLI. Alright, well, I'm going to wrap up here. For anybody who joined in, thanks so much tonight for checking out the stream. And if you're coming back to view this at some point later, thanks as well. So, this has been a Jessica Stamus with another episode of My Gaming Diary on the Rounding Off Affinity YouTube gaming channel. Thanks so much for joining in. Catch me next time when I'll be playing either this game or something completely different.